Yep, that's the average statistic. 22 veterans a day will be fighting the same demons that I fought and was lucky by the grace of God to win. And again, it wasn't my fighting, it was God's fighting. The Till Valhalla Project is an amazing group. You can go online and follow their stuff. They basically, for sure, they've started off, what they were doing was collecting money, donations, and doing things to build plaques and awards for the family members of those who have died, whether it was in combat, whether it was after combat and fighting the war at home. They started doing things with t-shirt sales, including this t-shirt, which is one of their big ones. I don't know if you can see it, but it's yes. Do not give in to the war within. We need to end veteran suicide. And it's part of the Till Valhalla Project. You can go online, you can go to their website, buy their shirts, buy their stuff, buy the bracelets, and they're really big proponents. So they've gone even beyond now of just, providing memorial plaques for those that have moved on and selling you shirts to help dread the mission. They are raising so much awareness for veterans' mental health, and they're taking money and proceeds to help provide veterans with resources that can help them battle those demons. And, they're doing more to help remove the stigma, but ultimately the stigma's got to start with those of us that we've got to show that it's okay to talk about it. And that regardless of, your status and what you thought you were or how important you are in the military or not important for that matter. Because again, I don't consider myself to be a hero. One of the reasons I've been hesitant to share my story is I don't feel worthy enough compared to some of the guys I supported, because the missions we were supporting was supporting the Navy SEALs and the Delta and all those guys. But I was just a support guy in the rear with the gear. So when you see what those guys are really doing, who you consider to be the real heroes, again, it gets hard to want to talk about this, because it's like, you're not even a war hero, man. You're just a poser. You're a pogue. You were back at the grunt. You're a grunt back at the base. And people have that stigma that it goes back to something they experienced was traumatizing to them. It's not any less valuable than something that may have happened that's just as traumatizing to the elite warriors that fight it. And I know quite a few of these elite warriors, and they'll be the first to tell you, do not lower yourself as if what you experienced held no value or wasn't just as important or it wasn't just as scary or shocking to you, because again, it's all about your own personal perception and it holds just as much value. We have to remove the stigma for veteran mental health.